What's up guys, Fly here from RoadRageStudios, bringing you another Halo 4 commentary. This one's just going to be another random one, where I just like to talk to you guys, ask you guys some questions, and just overall have a good time. So to start with, this weekend, over Saturday and Sunday, I can't promise there are going to be any videos. I did talk about this a couple of days ago in a previous commentary. I'm going away for the weekend, so I don't know if there'll be any videos. I'll try to produce some more to cover the couple of days, and I'm going to be going away for a week, in about a month. So there may be a slight lack of videos, but hopefully it won't make too much of a difference. I'll still be able to respond to comments, to messages. I'll still have my iPad with me. So if you still want to get in contact with me through Twitter, through YouTube comments, through my personal message inbox, carry on doing that, that's fine. Just know that chances are there won't be any new videos uploaded over this weekend or in about a month when I go back to my homeland, to the United Kingdom for a week, just to see some people, deal with family stuff. Yeah, so also another thing that I want to get into quite quickly before I get on to some of my other topics are I'm interested in doing a question and answers video, a Q&A video. A few of you have asked for that in the past. I got a couple of messages asking for that for 200 subs. I didn't actually do anything for 200 subs. I didn't even say thank you, so this is me saying thank you now. Thank you. Yeah, 200 subscribers. It's pretty amazing. I did a special video for like 100 videos, and for 100 subscribers kind of combined with that, but I never really did anything for 200. I think we're like approaching 220 now, so it's a slow growth, but I'm happy with it. I love you guys for it. It's amazing. I love doing YouTube. It's so fun. So yeah, ask me questions down in the comment section below, or send them to me either on Twitter or in my private message inbox. Either way, it doesn't really matter, chances are I'll see them. Maybe even send me an email, though I don't think that's the email that I use is public, so don't bother with emails. But yeah, just ask questions, whether it be like YouTube related stuff, personal life related stuff, just those kind of things. And if I get enough questions, maybe I'll do a video on it. That's something that I've kind of wanted to do for quite a while. It helps me kind of get to, you guys kind of get to know me, and I think it'd just be a good time. So, I have two more topics that I'd like to talk about. One of them I briefly touched on in my commentary 2 days ago, and that is the Halo 4 Turbo updates, the weapon balance patch that came out on June the 3rd, so it's been out for about 3 days now. And I released that commentary on the day that it came out, so I hadn't had tons of playtime. I played for about 45 minutes, an hour, and I wasn't a massive fan of it, but the premise of the commentary wasn't so much based around that, as it was just talking, like, what I thought about, like, lack of uploads and all of that. But this commentary, I'd like to talk a bit more about it. I've had a better chance to play with it. I'm not going to go too much into the specifics of the update, because I did a commentary on that about, I think it was May the 5th. I uploaded a video on that, so you can go check out my channel. It's not too far down the list, and that's just kind of talking about what's included in this patch. It's actually my most viewed video, and it's getting like 50 views a day at the minute, so that's pretty good. It may be my first video to ever hit 1,000 views, so that would be amazing. So if you go and watch that now, show it some love maybe. Just tell your friends, tell your aunt, tell your family, anything. If that hits 1 million views, I will be a happy bunny, and I'll tell you that. I'll be happy. I might do something special, I don't know. So yeah, the Turbo update, it was the weapons balance patch, and it mainly affected the battle rifle is the most notable one that a lot of people are using now. It's a very much used weapon, whereas before it was kind of the younger brother of the DMR. It was never quite as good. I did get a lot of hate in that weapons balance patch video for me talking about, I wrongly said that the DMR was kind of the go-to weapon for better players. I didn't mean that only noobs use the battle rifle, that's not what I meant. I meant that the DMR is a very effective weapon to get headshots with in an Infinity Slayer setting, so, and a lot of better players can easily get headshots. I don't consider myself a particularly good player, but I don't struggle getting headshots if you watch any of my gameplays. As it is, I don't know what one's going to be coming up over this commentary. If you watch any of my gameplays, you'll see that generally I do get a lot of deaths because I go for headshots a lot, but there again, when I do get headshots, it does add more points. So, aside from the battle rifle, it also changed the reticle, like the range at which your reticle gets read on the DMR, and I believe the light rifle a bit. So now the DMR is, I think, the same as the battle rifle, which I don't know what I think of. The DMR was pretty overpowered for the first about 8 months of the game's life cycle. It was very, very powerful. Most maps you could get the red reticle to come up. over about 2/3, 3/4 of the map, on some of the big ones that is. It was overpowered, I'll admit, but I love the DMR. I've always been a massive fan of it. I find myself using the battle rifle a lot more these days. Even though the reticle, the range at which it gets red on there, I've never been a massive fan of, but now that it's the same as the DMR, I'm sure I'll get used to it. This update also affected the carbine and the light rifle, just to name a couple. They also affected automatic weapons in general. Now automatic weapons killing 3 shots less, I believe, and the carbine, the Covenant carbine that is, will now kill in 7 shots to the body, 6 to the head I'm pretty sure, and the light rifle has a slightly buffed rate of fire. I think it's about 1/4 of a second faster in between each shot, like 1/4 of the speed faster. So that's something. And also, for those of you that don't know, the reticle on the light rifle will go red at longer ranges when you're zoomed in than when you're not. So there's just a little pro tip for you. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the turbo update. I don't know, I have mixed opinions. I've changed my opinion a bit since my last commentary, so I've had more time to play. I like it in some ways. It makes the game a bit more fast-paced, but I find that, I don't know, I feel it kind of takes away from the... No, even it adds to the older Halo feel. It brings back very much the feeling of Halo 3 battle rifle. But I don't know, I was never a massive fan of Halo 3. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of shit in the comment section for that. Don't hate on me. I never played tons of Halo 3. I was never a massive fan of it. I used to be a COD fanboy. Now I hate COD completely. I'm a Minecraft, Battlefield and Halo guy pretty much exclusively. So if you want to find me on there, find me on Battlefield or Halo. If you want to try and get in the game with me, don't go on COD. That's not going to happen. So the last thing that I want to talk about is the new YouTube layout, the one channel layout. I did a commentary on this again a while ago back in the Let's Talk series, which has been put on a big hiatus for now. I'm not really doing much with it. But yes, this new layout, it was announced that it was going to be forced upon all of us June the 5th, and it did. So it's the 6th as I record this, and probably as you see this, I'm assuming if you watch it on the day it's uploaded. And I don't know, I at the start when I first did the commentary in the Let's Talk series, that was quite a while ago, I had switched to it to do some testing of it, see what I thought of it, and I've done more testing, and I'm not a massive fan of it. In my opinion, it definitely hurts subs/views. For start, when you click on the channel, unless you're unsubscribed, in which case you see the unsubscribe trailer, which I have uploaded, though I'm thinking of switching that to just my latest video. It doesn't play automatically, which does hurt views. I know that it's not a particularly right thing to do, but it does help views, it does help exposure. I think YouTube are taking a step. It helps them as a business. All the related channels are helping them as a business. But the fact is, they claim that the related channels would help grow smaller ones. They're not growing smaller ones, because I've never once seen a related channel that has under like 500,000 subscribers. And generally, it's the same set of about 20 YouTubers, such as KSI, the Syndicate Project, Woody's Gamer Tag, all of whom I love their videos. But the fact is, they don't need help growing. They're going to grow regardless of whether they're putting the related videos, because when you search, say, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies, chances are Syndicate or Allier is going to come up as one of the top search results. If you search random weapons, challenges, chances are Vicstar123 is going to come up in the search results. These are all COD YouTubers. They don't need help growing through related channels. The smaller guys do. And I don't want to sound like I'm bitching here, although I probably am. It's just kind of what I think. It's not particularly helpful for small channels. As a business approach, this does help YouTube, because the more views the bigger guys get, that means a cut of that goes to YouTube as a company. So it definitely helps for them. But the fact is, I think, and I know that this is an unrealistic fact, because YouTube have to grow in accordance with Google. But I think they should kind of lay off trying to grow as a company. They're already getting thousands upon thousands of new users a day, and maybe try to help grow smaller channels. I don't know in what way they could do that, but they've made enough bad changes in the past. Surely they'll find a way to make one good change. That's pretty much all I have to say. Another thing about the partner thing, about the new layout thing, is that partners now have less ways of showing off partner status, which I was pretty excited when I got my partnership through the Awesomeness TV network. I was happy with it. It's always been quite a big goal for me to get the YouTube partnership. I've always loved the banner at the top of the page. But now that we've all been forced over to the new layout, I still get features that like a regular YouTuber wouldn't, and a lot of partners do, depending on the network. But most of them aren't as visible. Yes, we use shows. I think everybody has scheduled uploads now. I think most people have custom thumbnails now. So all of those things that used to be partner exclusive things have just bit by bit been added to everyone else. So YouTube as a site to use if you're trying to grow the channel is a bit pointless, really, because chances are you're not going to grow. It's hard enough to grow these days, and YouTube aren't making any steps in the direction to help that, in my opinion. So that's pretty much all I have to say. If you're here, maybe I've earned your rating, maybe give it a like. I love you forever. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, there's always a link in the description so you can catch up with me in real life, hear what I have to say about random topics, and get like screenshots of me editing. I sometimes do editing live streams, very rarely though. And yeah, I love you forever. If you follow me on Twitter, it's an easy way to communicate with me too. Let's try and just kind of plug that in the description. It helps me out a lot. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Flair from RoadRageStudios, signing out.